Welcome to Kathy in the community's coverage of the Phoenix Film Festival Industry Night. We're glad you chose to join us for this special event.
Hi, I am standing here with Mr. Scott Hayes, photographer. Hey, Scott, how's it been?
Pretty good. We're keeping busy despite the slow times.
Yes. We found some things to do here in the valley. So, how about yourself? What have you been up to lately?
Not much. We're just doing headshots for actors, that type of thing. So we're working on a lot of people's portfolios.
I've known you for quite a while, and I've seen you grow here in the valley. And you've done lots of work, and beautiful work. Tell us a little bit about the type of work you do in photography.
Well, we're doing mainly actors' headshots, which we do dramatic looks, we do commercial looks, that type of thing. Whatever it helps them advance their career. A little something to be noticed.
As a photographer, Scott, do you find yourself helping with posing and suggesting wardrobes and things like that?
Somewhat. We have Tori on set. She does all this fashion styling, all the wardrobe styling. So we kind of lay out the wardrobe so it's very efficient. We can get the most amount of looks in an hour.
So are you in a brick and mortar? Do you have your own studio?
Yeah, we shoot over at Maximum Makeup Studio in Old Town Scottsdale. It's a great location. We got great outdoor urban decay, back alleys, and other nice locations.
So what's next for Scott Hayes? I know you've been doing headshots for a while. What's next for Scott?
I think we're going to stay with that. It's nice and quiet. It's our little forte, and people seem to enjoy what we're doing. So
that's wonderful. Such a pleasure to have you here. Hi, this is Kathy in the community, and I am here with Mr. Ritter. How are you doing today, Ritter?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I am awesome. Loving this weather out here today.
It's great weather. Thankfully, it didn't get too hot this year too quick, so luckily my AC bill is staying a little lower than normal. So
that's awesome. So what are you doing out here at the Phoenix Film Festival tonight?
Yeah, so I run with two of my fellow co-hosts, Kevin and Mike. We run a film review podcast called Cinema Buns. And we're just three nerds that talk about movies, and we like to interview filmmakers and stuff to give our listeners a kind of a better understanding of how films are made, because most people don't understand all the legwork and stuff that goes into movies. So we've been really busy so far just interviewing people and getting contact with some other people. It's been great.
That's awesome, because all that you just said, that is so true, and that's what we talk about on our show. People don't realize how much goes on behind the scenes of a film. All the hands involved. So are you also a filmmaker yourself?
Aspiring, maybe. I write a few screenplays, but the three of us have worked on the consumer side of the film industry for over 20 years combined. So we have a lot of experience with distributing of movies, how that gets done, how movie theaters actually run and stuff like that. So, although we haven't made films yet, maybe in the future, but it's just something we've always been passionate about. I grew up watching movies all my life, and when you work that long in movie industry, you learn to love it.
That is true, because I know I love it. In my spare time, that's what I'm doing.
Watching movies whenever you can, yeah.
So, tell us, can you tell us how long you've been doing your podcast?
Of course. We've been doing our podcast for roughly about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. Started off, pretty rough with a single USB microphone, really bad audio quality, but, as time has gone on, we've gotten better quality, better production and stuff like that, and thank goodness we've gotten the opportunity to be able to come out to the film festival and be supported as a partner here, so this has been an amazing experience for us.
That's awesome. Thanks for joining us here today. It was such a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Hi, this is Kathy in the community, and we are here at the Phoenix Film Festival Industry Night, and I am here with Mr. Dallas Teat.
Hello, Kathy. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Such a pleasure to meet you this evening. So, Mr. Teet, you work with Glendale Community College, correct?
Yes. I'm an instructor at Glendale Community College. I've been there about 11 years now. I teach in the film and media production department, and I love what I do.
That is awesome. 11 years, you say?
Yes.
That is awesome. So, what do you think about this event this evening?
This is fantastic. We have some of our students are coming out to get exposed to the industry. I think for the community, it's a wonderful opportunity to meet some of the production staff, some of the production studios around the valley in a relaxed environment. There's no pressure. People just love to talk.
As a instructor in film, what are some of the things that you're teaching the students?
Well, my classes are designed about finance. The students need to know that this is a business. They come in and they love the technical classes and making their student films. When they get to me, it's an eye-opener because they need to know how to get money, how to use that money, and how to make money.
And you know what? That is awesome. That is the major part of what you teach, because you know a lot in this industry, people just see the outer layer of the final product. They don't know what goes behind the business part of it. Right, the money it takes to make films and to buy these fancy cameras and things like that. So I really applaud you for offering that.
Thank you. The other thing we try and teach them is how to survive between films. You get a movie, maybe you're a PA, a gaffer, a grip, because they're not going to be a DP anytime soon. They're coming straight out of school. So how do you survive between films? Unless you want to go and work in fast food or something, which there's nothing wrong with it, but if you want to be a filmmaker, how do you survive? So we teach them the commercial side. You can do commercials, you can do training videos, even though some of them turn their nose up and go, oh no, that is still a part of the business. And anytime you can do what you love.
That's a big part of the business.
A very big part of the business. So most of the filmmakers I know, that's what they do between films. And that's how they really pay their bills. So I try and teach them to understand that just because it's a commercial, you're shooting. You can hone your skills and build your resume.
So in your classes, are you guys creating any films?
Yes, in the production classes we have a capstone session where the students make their student films, and then we have a film festival that's open to the public and we do awards. But the senior students spend 2 semesters working on their short film.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Can you tell me one of your most memorable maybe students or films that was produced in your class?
Yes. Actually, there's 2 students I'd love to talk about. One young man, and I'll just give his first name, Trayvon. Trayvon went through our program, guns blazing. A wonderful student, did everything we needed. He understood, he got work doing commercials, helping out. He left Glendale and went to ASU and recently graduated from the Sidney Poitier School, and he has a job because he understood, I need a job. I need to be able to buy a Big Mac instead of the value menu, get out of my mom's basement. And the other young man, who's not young anymore, went through the program, started a small business, and now subcontracts to the ad agency that does light rail. So those are 2 that I'm very proud of.
Congratulations. So they took heed to that business portion of it. That is awesome. So if anyone wanted to reach out to you, where can they reach you?
Glendale Community College at 6600 West Olive Boulevard in Glendale, Arizona.
It was a pleasure speaking with you today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. I am on a red carpet with these beautiful people. I have Miss Ludovica and Gabriel. How are you guys doing this evening?
Hi, I'm fine and enjoy.
We're great. We're great. We're blushing for being here. Like we love this festival. We didn't expect any of this, So we're going mad.
So I met Mr. Gabriel earlier, and where are you from, Gabriel?
We are from Italy. Yeah.
So how are you enjoying our weather out here and the film festival?
I think it's beautiful. This is my first time in America, and I loved this. And when I leave 4 days ago from Rome, the weather was freezing, and so here it's fine.
So, Gabriel, you're a filmmaker, and this is your beautiful actresses. Tell us about the film that was screening here at the film festival.
Yeah. So our film is called. I'm gonna do this so we don't block her. Our film is The Grand Bolero. It's screening for 4 days this week at the Phoenix Film Festival, so April 1st to the 5th. And it's about pipe organs. It's about a lesbian love story. It's a 50-year-old woman, Roxanne. She's really tough, really mean, and she falls in love for Ludovica, which is the completely opposite of her, And you're gonna see the movie to see what's happening between these two really talented actresses.
So tell us about your character and how she was so much more different than you.
Okay. My character named Lucia, and she is a mute character. And the difference, the difference from me was that she is in love with the organs, and I'm not a musician. Yeah.
So how long have you been acting?
From when I was a child, when I was 11, I started in a company theater.
So why did you decide to submit your film to the Phoenix Film Festival?
It was literally word of mouth, like a lot of people. I mean, I did school in Los Angeles, and our festival advisor talked a lot about the Phoenix Film Festival. So I was really excited. I was like, okay, she suggested to submit, so we tried and we got in.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's amazing. Again, it was a surprise. Phoenix. I from Italy to Phoenix.
So how long have you been a filmmaker, Gabriel?
I feel like I want to answer since I was born, because I started to draw movies since I was a kid.
We have this little toddler making films.
Yeah, I was just dreaming about them, but professionally since 2015, something like that. Yeah, I started to do shorts, and now I'm transitioning to feature films.
So what was it about this film? Where did it come from?
Again, childhood. I loved pipe organs since I was a kid. It was one of my favorite instruments, and I really wanted to make a movie that would showcase that. And not many people know about this. Cinema at the beginning was born with pipe organs. Silent movies were scored with pipe organs. So I really wanted, and nobody wanted to make a story like this. There was nothing. There was just documentary.
Until Gabriel came along.
Somebody had to, it's such a complex and beautiful instrument that has to be portrayed,
Well, thank you and congratulations. Where can our audience reach you if they want to know more about you and your filmmaking?
Sure. For now, you can reach me on Instagram, so GF Pictures page. You can reach me out there, and I post there all about the film and what comes, the distribution of it and all of that.
And what about yourself?
I'm. You can follow me on Instagram at Ludomensch, and thank you.
And she told me that her English wasn't that great, and she did a fabulous job. Thank you. It was such a pleasure to have you here with us today. Hi, this is Kathy in the Community, and I am here with Mr.
Hey guys, I'm Brian Ronalds.
Hi, I'm Michelle Palermo.
I have them introduce themselves because I didn't want to mess up those lovely names. So you guys are filmmakers. Can you tell us about the film that you guys have produced?
Absolutely. It's called To Be Blunt. And we always hear about the story of, good guys finish last. But this is a story of a guy that the good guys finished first. And it's about the marijuana industry here in Arizona. And Nick Carreras is one of the pioneers that helped make the legalization of marijuana what it is today.
What I liked about his story is that they had their own nursing homes, and they started realizing that this had a medicinal effect that could help patients, and started to reach out and kind of find out, is this really something good for them? And once they figured out it was, then they wanted to really help more people.
That's awesome. So what are your plans to further this film? What do you plan to do with this film?
So this is the 8th film festival that has been is an official selection, and then I would say end of April, beginning of May is when it's going to be distributed, and the first place you can see it is on Amazon Prime. Yeah.
So how much research, the time that you have to spend researching the information for this film?
You know what? We had really good key people to speak with, especially Nick. I mean, being a pioneer for the industry, he was able to connect us with so much information just to make sure that we had everything solid and represented him well.
Yeah, and if you're Cheech and Chong fans, they're in the movie.
Really?
Yeah. So Nick was able to get Tommy and Cheech to come out and do some events, and we were able to capture that footage and share
who better to have in the movie than them?
than Cheech and Chong, right? Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So as far as the film and what you were speaking of, the medicinal purposes of the marijuana, are you getting any reviews from it yet?
You know what? We haven't gotten any reviews yet, but I would say time will tell. I mean, you have an idea, you put it on black and white, then you produce it, and then it's the audience who just determines whether it's good or bad. But I'm really proud of the film and appreciative of the opportunity.
And who's your lead actor in the film again?
Well, it is a documentary, so it is about Nick Carreras. Like he was mentioning, he is a big pioneer with the marijuana industry here in Arizona, and he's actually ventured off into some of the other local states as well. So it's really all about him.
So what was it that gave you this idea to do this documentary?
Well, he came to us and he said, "Look, I have about 6 years worth of footage of my path," and we were able to take that footage, and we didn't know what the story was going to be. You know, when I got this, I'm like, what is this? And we were able to create a story, and at the end of the day, it was this nice man, Nick, who was a roofer, decided to kind of part ways from his brother at the time, and try to help people in the nursing home to create this better living. And he brought it to me, and I thought, you know what? I think we have something here. So let's make a movie.
That is awesome. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So is there any last things you would like to say? Where can our audience find you?
You can go to tobeblunt.net. Yes, I look at her. She's our web designer as well. You go to tobeblunt.net, or you can always go to IMDb and look for To Be Blunt. But I would say that, go to Amazon Prime, search To Be Blunt, and you can watch the movie there.
So is there anything else in the making now?
That's a great question. It's funny because a movie that we made before this called The Mass Shooting Monologues that screened worldwide and actually here at the Phoenix Film Festival is going to come out later than To Be Blunt. So that's about that movie is about a mass shooter as a result of being bullied. So it's a quite
Real life stuff there.
real life stuff there. Yeah. Absolutely.
Wonderful. It was such a pleasure to speak with you guys today.
Yeah,
Thank-
likewise. Yeah,
Thank you. So, my last question. What do you think about this Phoenix Film Festival Industry Night?
Oh, well, I love it. I actually love that they don't have the tent, that it's just kind of the awnings here. It's got a nice, fresh feeling to it. So it seems very hip. I like it.
Thank you. It was such a pleasure to meet you too.
Yeah, likewise. All right, thanks.
Oh my God, look at this huge crew I have here. Woo! Tell me who you are, guy.
Jonathan De La Torre.
Did you see how he rolled those R's?
Sexy.
I'm Miles Lopez.
I'm Brooke Hutton.
I'm Angela Clarizio.
Salma de la Torre.
And you guys are here for which film?
Cartas para Excel.
Tell us a little bit about your film. Are you the filmmaker?
Well, this is our director right here. I was one of the writers. He was also a co-writer with me. But we are featured in the Latin X directed short films block. Yeah, we're super excited.
So, Mr. Director.
Yes, ma'am. Well, so with this film, I mean, we really tried to kind of use this idea of like surreal, dreams and really kind of dive deep into love and soulmates and finding out how to love yourself before you can love anybody else. And yeah, that was probably the biggest theme, and just how you could potentially lose yourself within that search for love, and how you really need to stick to your roots. So.
Unfortunately, no. I was the therapist, Dr. Miranda, who, was watching him kind of teeter on the side of insanity and wants to really ground him back to reality. I feel like, as most therapists do when, I don't think they're very into that. Our film kind of explores quantum entanglement. So she does go into the realm of science, but this also goes into that realm of the dream state and the message received through the heart and your dreams. And I think Dr. Miranda is not really part of that world, but it's beautiful, the story that it goes on with Julian, and yeah, it's really.
All right.
And who do we have here?
I'm the director of photography, so I was a cinematographer for this shoot.
So, tell us a little bit about your job.
Well, it was a skeleton crew, so there wasn't many people on it. But even the director Miles helped out, pulled focus sometimes, and we did a lot with very little. And even now,
That's pretty normal when we're getting started off. You do a lot with a little.
Yeah, I mean that's the name of the game. But I guess it's a better thing because you learn to really hone your craft when you get a little bit. And granted, it wasn't a little. Don't get me wrong, but it was enough for us to create beautiful images and a beautiful story with the crew and people we had. So it was a great experience.
Now tell us about your role here.
I am the makeup artist, so I got to handle beautiful Brooke's makeup over there. Made sure.
You didn't get to fall in love?
No, sadly, unfortunately, no. Yeah, no, but I just had to make sure everyone was looking good. Yeah, I was. Yeah.
So I want to talk a little bit to the writer because where did that idea come from?
Well, so the idea is not mine. I did the
Sorry, this is
yeah.
the writer. He looked at me like, excuse me.
No. Well, it's drawn from personal experiences, but it's not entirely based on reality. I feel like there was a lot of little moments that were grounded in reality, and then from there it was this idea of quantum entanglement, of being the centerpiece for connectedness of all of us, if that makes any sense. So it's all of us being interconnected. So that's how that stemmed. Then I had the 3 themes that I really wanted to highlight. I reached out to Miles. I was like, I have this idea. These are the themes. There's no real script yet. And he's like, I remember very vividly, but he's like, you have my attention, dude. Give me a call when you have a script. So then I had the task of writing the first draft. I sent it over to him, and then he came back with some ideas, and that's how we have the product that we have.
Okay, tell our audience again the name of your film.
Cartas para Excel.
And where are you guys from?
LA, Los Angeles.
Hi, this is Kathy on the red carpet with the beautiful Ariana and Mr. Nick.
Hi, how are you doing?
Wonderful. And we have this beautiful lady, Alicia. How are you today?
Hello, I'm doing well, thank you, with Notorious Club. Just excited to be here and introduce this beautiful couple and see you again.
Well, how are you guys enjoying the Phoenix Film Festival tonight?
Oh, it's super fun.
This is an awesome turnout.
So what brought you guys out tonight?
Well, I'm a local filmmaker who came to meet new people in the industry because since COVID, it's been hard to meet people, as everyone is, would say, and also to see the Phoenix Film Festival. I haven't been since before COVID, and it's very nice to see that it's not only grown, but it's really thriving despite everything.
It's true. That is true. So you say you're a filmmaker. Can you tell us about your last film?
My last projects were more music videos that I did for different people. My last true film I did in high school, and it actually placed as a finalist in New York at the All-American High School Film Festival. So haven't made something in a minute, but because of COVID, so I'm getting ready now to make my first feature.
But you're out here and you're ready to go.
Yes, right now.
So do you have a style of filmmaking?
It's very stylized. I would say that I like a genre film. I like a dark comedy. I like something classic. I like when you can't tell if a film was made in the 80s or now.
I love that. I love that. So what about yourself, Miss Ariana?
Well, I'm a speech therapist. I'm from Mexico, and I love my job. I love what I do. But right now, I'm trying to support my fiance, and I'm very, very happy.
They are too cute.
Yes.
So do you see yourself getting into acting or filmmaking yourself?
Well, anything can happen.
That's true. You know what? Because it's like a bug. It gets on you and you're stuck.
Yeah.
She tells me every night. She's like, didn't I pick up that trash so cinematically? It's like the way I closed the door. You're telling me that you weren't filming that?
So I just want to throw this out here also because as filmmakers, we're always looking for places to premiere our films. So tell us about your business.
And yes, we do also own the family business Pollock Tempe Cinemas, and we love to do film premieres there. We've done, I believe, 2 in the last month or so.
And if you don't know Tempe Pollock, it is an awesome theater. I mean, I love the Sammy Davis Jr. and all the statues that are in there. It's just really engaging for us old children.
And because of COVID, we were shut down for about 13 months. And it's hard for every movie theater. It's hard for the big chains, but it's especially hard on, a single location theater, especially a discount theater. But we managed to keep afloat throughout that, and we actually just finished our huge year-long, over $1 million remodel, and it is beautiful.
That's awesome. Tempe Pollock has been around for quite a while. What is it that you think keeps it around?
It's the community. It's the community. When you try your best to provide a quality experience for the community, they see that. And they're loyal, and we're loyal to them, and together that keeps any business thriving.
And they have good popcorn.
The best popcorn.
I love my popcorn.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Well, it was such a pleasure meeting you guys this evening, and I look forward to seeing more of Tempe Pollock because I know it's a beautiful theater, and hearing more about you in this film, starting back in this filmmaking. Where can our audience reach you?
You can reach me on Instagram at Myron Astrian. No, it's a little bit of a weird name. Or you could just search Nick Pollock Films. My studio is Moon Street Films. You can keep a lookout. I'm hoping to be releasing news about this project very soon.
Wonderful, wonderful. Any last words, Ms. Ariana?
Well, everybody's welcome to go to the Pollock Cinemas. We'll be happy to have you, and we're excited for what's coming next.
Hi, I am on the red carpet with Jennifer and Brian. Hey there, how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing awesome. This film festival has been amazing so far.
It's been a blast. I'm doing great.
So, Brian and Jennifer, tell us what you're doing here at the film festival.
So we actually have a short film here. It's called Cappuccio. and it is an Argentine tango fantasy movie.
Cappuccio is an Argentine tango fantasy. Jennifer's our star, our choreographer, our lead dancer.
Wonderful. You're going to teach me some of those moves.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do lessons tonight all night long.
So where did that idea come from?
Well, Jennifer was my dance instructor just in regular life. And as she was kind of teaching me dance moves, she kept pushing me to do these little routines like Dancing with the Stars kind of style. And as a filmmaker, I was wondering, how do you start telling a story with dance? And in doing that, then we did one routine where we told a story. I was like, oh, how do I film that as a filmmaker? And it just kind of was these questions I kept asking myself of how I could creatively take this skill I was learning and move it into the arena that I know, which is filmmaking.
That is awesome. How long have you been dancing?
Since I was 6. I started with figure skating and then moved to ballroom dance.
Wonderful.
I mean, I've only been dancing for like 4 or 5 years. I'm not a dancer in the movie. I just directed.
So, are you able to tell us a little bit about? I mean, it's a movie about dancing, but what about the theme from the movie?
Well, the theme of the movie is that Jen is at a bachelorette party and sees an attractive boy across the way and starts to have a fantasy of what that relationship would be. And in her fantasy, the entire relationship plays out as a dance, and you go through all the phases of what a relationship is, of getting to know you, of becoming intimate with each other, and then finally what the actual relationship would be if they were to actually be together. And she sees that all plays out as a dance.
As a dancer, how was it for you in the film, being the actor in the film?
So it was a little different for me just choreographing it, because I had to choreograph the dance routine without music. And then the composer actually composed to my choreography. So that was difficult. And then the actual acting part while I'm dancing, that was different for me, because I'm usually just doing live performances. So,
So was this your first role?
Yeah, that was my first role in a film, yeah.
Well, congratulations. We done got you win, as they say.
All right, thank you.
And how about yourself? How long have you been a filmmaker?
I've been a filmmaker for about 25 years, if you count my student days. I started out in Minneapolis, got an associate degree, went to University of Southern California Film School, got my bachelor, and I've worked in the industry in Los Angeles for about 25 years. So always directing, producing, editing, always making movies. It's kind of what
You're just got your hands all in it, even with the dancing.
I added the dancing now.
So what's next for this film?
Well, this is our world premiere here at the Phoenix Film Festival, which has been exciting. We had our first screening today. I have to say it was one of the best parts of the process was just hearing the audience applause after the film.
I bet that was. How was it for you?
Oh my gosh, it was just a great feeling to see the picture on the screen.
And to see yourself up there. Look, I remember that.
Yeah, I know. It's a little nerve-wracking at first. You're like, oh.
Yeah, I think the weird thing about our film was we had 30 filmmakers on set, helping us in the crew, and 30 extras on set. We shot this exactly 1 month before the lockdown started for COVID. So we've been sitting on this and waiting for an audience. And I was here in 2015 with my film Le Bastillon, and I knew, based on the audience reactions in Phoenix, that I wanted to premiere the film here with a Phoenix audience because they're so warm.
That's amazing. And you know what? I've heard that a lot of films got stopped because of the pandemic. And now you guys are just full of excitement, aren't you? And then the festival here, what better time, right?
We've been building up the energy. We're ready to go. Put us in the ring. We're ready to show these audiences what we have.
Hi, this is Kathy, and I am here with Mr. Carlos from Arizona Productions Association. Thanks for joining me today, Carlos.
Thank you, Kathy, for having us today. I appreciate it.
Such a pleasure. Could you tell me a little bit about what you do with Arizona Productions Association?
Absolutely. So what we do with the Arizona Production Association, in a nutshell, is a directory for production crew in town, also facilities, and any type of support that you need for production that you need when you come into town. Then you can look us up on our online directory and then start hiring some local people.
That's wonderful. So are you sort of saying they're certified through you, or are you saying you certify or you recommend these people?
Actually, yes. Well, and we do need to get letters of recommendations from other peers in town that are already APA members in order to come into a membership. But in order for you to get the newsletter, you can just sign up with us, go to our website, and then you can just sign up and get our information as well.
And
Also, yeah, and thank you so much, Kathy. So with the Arizona Production Association, it's anyone that's doing any independent films or productions. We do pre and post. We have everything from lighting to production companies, casting, models, talents, anything that they need for the whole state of Arizona. We've been in business for a while. I'm actually in charge of membership and a board member, and I have a modeling agency as well. So anyone...
The name of your modeling agency?
It's called Notorious Club Modeling and Talent Agency, and we're always looking for great talent. But yes, I've been a part of the Arizona Production Association for quite a few years now, and I'm welcoming anyone who wants to know more information about us. Please visit us at www.apa.com.
That's awesome, because I have to honestly say I had never heard of APA before today. So as much as I interact with so many people in the community, in the film, the acting, modeling in that industry, it's nice to say, hey, check these people out. They may have what you need.
That is correct. Actually, the association has been out for 30 plus years, and to a certain degree, you're right. Yeah, it's kind of in the shadows, and that's why we're here today, try to put our name out.
Yes, absolutely. Such a pleasure, such a pleasure. Is there anything else you offer with the APA besides a directory? Do you guys do any workshops, trainings, or?
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, and I serve on that board member and the employment development aspect. So yes, we do have some workshops for individuals that want to start up as a PA. So we'll put those up on our website whenever they come up. And we also have some other workshops for actual professionals working in the industry already that can up their skills. So we do have both of those.
Yes. So is there a fee for being a part of your directory?
There is a fee to be part of the directory. However, there is no fee in order for you to get our e-newsletter.
Yes. So where can our audience reach you?
Our audience, I don't know the website by heart, so I'll just say it. You can reach us on our website, and yeah, we'll be glad to answer any of your questions.
www.apa.com.
Can you say that again, please?
Yes, www.apa.com, which is Arizona Production Associations. And we do have different levels of membership, and we're also looking for interns for free. We have student, professional, commercial. You can use your listing, and we have so many promotions, and feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.
That is wonderful. And where can they find your agency?
You can find us on Instagram at notoriousclub.com. That's notorious_club, or info@notoriousclub.com, or www.
I just want to throw that out there. Even though you're here working with APA, I wanted them to know, because you guys are working together. That is awesome. It is such a pleasure to speak with you today, Carlos, and I look forward to seeing more of you. Hi, I am here with the lovely Julia, and she's an executive producer. I have to show you her shirt in the back. It is just too cool. Look at that bling. So, Miss Julia, what is it that you have here today?
So we've made a few movies, and so we're going to be making 5 spiritual warfare movies in the Valley. So this is the first one we're going to be making. It's called Prove Your Love. Gary Lee Vincent, he's done acting, producing, executive producer. So he's going to be the producer on this movie. It's all looks dark because it's spiritual warfare. So it's good versus evil, kind of what we're going through right now. It's the faith-based. And so this is a movie that we made not too long ago, and it's called Godsend. There's 2 of them.
And I see we have Mr. Ocho in here.
Yes, we love Ocho. Yeah. So Ocho's one of the main characters in all of our movies. So
are you the writer?
No, I'm the executive producer on the movies that we're going to be making. We're going to be making 5 in the Valley. So we're going to be making this one and then 4 other ones, and possibly another 2 after that. So it's really exciting. We're going to be making them in Mesa, Apache Junction, and Tempe.
So do you have a film or anything premiering tonight or through the film festival?
No, we're just set up. We are one of the vendor tables.
Awesome. That is awesome. So where can our audience reach you if they're interested in purchasing one of these?
I can give you my phone number. Also, my email address is...
on social media?
I am on... we have a website. It's burningbulbministries.org. Yeah, they should be able to.
Awesome. Was there anything else you'd like to tell our audience about what you're doing?
Just check us out. We're just so excited. I attend a church, AJ First Assembly of God in Apache Junction, and so we're going to be filming some of the movies in that church.
Wonderful. It was such a pleasure talking to you today. Hi, this is Kathy, and I am here with these two beautiful ladies. Hi, Miss Olga.
Hello.
How are you doing today? How are you loving the Phoenix Film Festival?
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. I'm loving it.
Is this your first time at a Phoenix Film Festival?
Yes, it's my first time, and I'm very excited. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, that's awesome. And my sister, Miss Mia, here.
Yes, hello. It's so good to be here. It's good to see you.
Good, and welcome back. We missed you. So, Miss Olga, you are a stand-up comedian. Tell us how you got started with that.
Oh my goodness. Well, I actually took a class with Sean Dillingham when he had the comedy spot, and I loved it. And it's just a different way of expressing drama, comedy, everything into just a set, and people love it.
That is awesome. So, is there a camaraderie with the female comedians here in Arizona?
Not really. I would hope that there will be more, but there's very, very few female comics here. So,
are there many Latinas here?
No, actually, there's only 3 Latinas that I know of here in the comedy industry, and it's unfortunate because I think that we bring a lot.
Because we're funny, huh?
Because we are funny. Like, we are just like these naturally Latinas, naturally funny Latinas. And I wish there was more, female comics.
Where do you get your material from?
Oh, personal life. That's the best comedy, being a mom, being a single mom, being a nurse, all that stuff. I bring it out to my comedy set. It's the funniest thing.
That's what I love when the comedians will talk about their lives with their parents, and that is always so funny to me.
Yeah, because we all can relate to it. We all kind of went through the same things growing up with our parents, our childhood traumas. For us. So yeah, I bring that out, and everybody relates.
Is there anything you won't touch?
There's a rule in the comedy industry with no politics.
Right. Who wants to talk about politics anyway?
No.
There's nothing fun about that.
No. Personal life is funnier.
And you have a show coming up soon, correct?
Yes, I have a show coming up April 29 at the Horny Toad. It was called Desert Rose, and they just switched owners. But yeah, I'll be there April 29th.
Wonderful, wonderful. And what's after the 29th? Because I won't be able to make that one, but I'd love to attend one of your shows.
I don't have anything booked yet, but that's it. But I'll definitely let you know.
Wonderful, wonderful. Where can our audience reach you?
All social media, and then so Funny Bruja. You'll find all my stuff there.
Funny Bruja. You know where I know that word from. And Miss Mia, what's going on?
I'm just so happy to be here and happy to bring the shows that I'm a part of with me wherever. I've seen some of my co-stars here, and she mentioned Sean Dillingham in Horse Camp. He plays Cow Boss. So we're gearing up for season 2 of that one. And then we've got Her Monsters premiere tomorrow with Sean Baroob. And he's going to be in the new show, The Circles Under Our Eyes, with me. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Wonderful. You have a lot going on. And you know what? I have to say this about this young lady here. She takes her work in the industry so serious. Being an actress, and I love that about her. This girl is working out like a maniac out there, getting her body ready for her roles. And now that's what I'm talking about. That's what an actress is supposed to do, what an actor is supposed to do. You're supposed to just take that role, and that is what you do. Tell us about that.
Well, I am wearing some of the Arizona Combat Sports injuries tonight. So I've got my bruises on my legs and my arms, and from this one as well. She rolls with me in the wrestling in the wrestling bit. But yes, I'm hoping that eventually one day I can play a Jedi. So I'm getting as much training as possible at the best combat sports gym in Arizona. So
That's awesome, because being an actor, you want to be your best. Okay, if you're going to portray this character, you want to be the best at it. Can't be a G.I. Joe and you can't run 5 feet, can you? Well, keep up the great work. We look forward to seeing more of you and to see your premiere. And where's your premiere again?
Oh, so the premiere for Sean's movie is tomorrow. I think it's here, Her Monster. And then Horse Camp should be gearing up soon. And then as well as The Circles Under Our Eyes, and another film that I'm actually in is it's a sequel to a UFO film that we started in Cornwall, UK. So that one should be premiering as well. I'm not sure exactly where, but I'll keep you posted.
Wonderful. Thank you. It was such a pleasure to meet you, Olga. I am here with Maya and Nathan. How are you guys doing this evening?
Very well, very well.
So tell us why you're here at the Phoenix Film Festival tonight.
Oh, well, tomorrow we're premiering No Filter Film that Nathan directs and produced, and I produced as well.
Yes, we're here at 9:30 pursuing #NoFilter, and we shot it last March. Yep. It's a short. It's follows a story about a young girl who gets obsessed with a Snapchat filter, and then it turns on her, and it really teaches her what true beauty really is. So it's a body dysmorphia movie that features a lot of body horror. Yeah.
Wonderful. I'm loving that already. Just by.
Well, it was pretty much over the course of the pandemic, I was looking at Facebook a lot and Instagram a lot, and I found that a lot of my friends started to, do you want me to hold this? Is that easier for you? No? Okay. A lot of my friends who are, I wouldn't say too old to be using Snapchat filters, but they started to use them quite a bit over months and months and months, and then it became like a year, and it became a thing. I mean, people would say comments on them, and they were using it with their kids, with their family, everywhere they went out.
Even the dog.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it became like a real thing, and it was a little disturbing that they really thought that that's what they looked like. So I just wanted to call a little bit of attention to that.
You know what? It's sad because when you finally meet them out in public, they look nothing like what they put out there for us to see.
So true. The dating game is not fun with the filters.
That's true. You know what? That's why embracing our own natural beauty is so important.
Yeah. That is, because she is a beautiful woman already on the inside and the outside, and she just, she sees a different version of herself, which is what everybody thinks is what they want, like what's in the magazines. But in reality, that's all BS anyway. It's all Photoshop. So,
and you know what? We have so many things: social media, magazines, television, films. They tell us what beauty is.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we're not fitting into that mold of what beauty is what they say beauty is. So I love
yeah. Well, in the film, she's 25. So, it goes all, it's the age range, but it's also just what's happening right now. It's not going anywhere, which is really funny because lately I've been seeing on Snapchat, they have this filter that's supposed to be no filter, right? That's supposed to show you what you look like if you're perfect.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
I'm wearing that filter all day, every day.
Which filter are you wearing in the grocery store?
I'm the one that gets me out of there very fast, as quick as possible.
You know, you guys, you're looking so sharp. I love this. I love. So what was your part in this film?
So I'm one of the producers.
Okay. How did you feel about this? What were your thoughts?
Well, so I mainly produce horror and horror with a social justice component. So the dysmorphia aspect was really important to me. And also, I love Kelly and Misha from Freaky, our talent, and they're just incredible actors. So it was really cool working with them.
I really love what you did because I have also a company that I've had for quite a while called Blazing Curves, and it's for full-figured models.
Yeah.
And because, you know what, there's so many times, you get magazines in the mail. There's not a woman in there that looks like you, but you want me to buy your clothes.
100%.
I don't know what that's going to look like on me.
Right.
Yeah.
So I loved being able to work with plus size women to show them you're beautiful no matter what size you are.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what we have to do. If your eyes are brown, blue, green, whatever, people are so obsessed with. We're so obsessed with beauty.
I think everybody's obsessed with looking like
100%.
somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality is, I think we're so bombarded, and we're kind of, it's our fault too. I mean, I work in the commercial world a lot, so we're sort of selling this idea of like what real beauty is or what we think things should be. Like, I don't run around with six-pack abs. I mean, I'm not the Abercrombie and Fitch guy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't tend to be. I mean, there was a time when I was like, oh man, do I really need to do that? Is that how I'm gonna? But the reality is, at the end of the day, you're beautiful who you are, regardless of what it is. As long as you are a good person, you can be beautiful.
You can be beautiful on the outside and ugly on the inside. My grandma used to say that all the time.
Yeah.
People like that.
Like Snow White.
So do you have other plans for this film?
This movie, yeah, I mean, for a feature, and so I have the feature component to it. It's a film to make based off what I wrote, so we're together a movie called September. It is a mashup of as if The Conjuring came in with The Stranger, so it's a possession home invasion movie that we'll be shooting in September. Yeah.
So where can our audience find you?
You can find me on, I guess, Instagram and Facebook. My Instagram is my.my.mui. My company is MHK Productions.
And you can find me at The Crooker, CROOKER, and my company is Ghost Gang Films.
Wonderful. It was such a pleasure chatting with you today. Thank you. Kathy, and I am here with Ethan Dalton.
How's it going tonight?
Great. How are you doing this?
Pretty good. It's been a good turnout, hasn't it? Yeah.
And Miss Sterling.
Hi.
What's your last name, Sterling?
O'Ray. Sterling O'Ray.
Oh, I love that. And Miss Chelsea.
Hi. How are you doing?
What's your last name?
Hennigan.
And what are you beautiful people doing here at the Phoenix Film Festival this year?
We are looking to find studios, get to know everybody. We're trying to network. We're trying to meet other creators. We want to, get ourselves out there, see what everybody's doing, and collaborate,
I'm just trying to help out my school, GCC. I'm definitely trying to promote my documentary that I am currently in production with, and just trying to mingle and see new ideas and bring more to the table.
And Mr. Ethan.
Yeah. Well, see, the big thing here is just really exposing yourself out there. I'm new to the Phoenix area, so been here for about 2 years. That's considered new from when you're living somewhere else and you've never been anywhere else. So, yeah, I'm an actor, if anybody's wondering. I'm looking to pursue in directing and producing here, just with my practices and an extensive work with the industry and everything. I'm looking to scale myself up some more. But yeah, these functions are meant to, get people like that, like-minded out here, to network, to just enjoy what,
So how are you enjoying the evening?
I'm meeting people like these ladies over here, and finally meeting you, actually. So
Yes, yes. And I wanted to ask Miss Chelsea, tell us a little bit about your documentary.
Well, I'm doing a short documentary. I'm diving into the lives of the Navajo Nation. I am filming 2 families that will be showing us the traditional rural side of the Navajo Nation, and they'll also be showing us like the modern urban side, and they'll be showing us a lot of their traditions and strengths and culture, and just showing what the nation is about and how they've survived and how they've carried through all these generations with such a strong family oriented just strong families, strong culture.
I love that. Are you a native of Arizona?
I am not. I am native to Chicago area, and I moved to Arizona maybe I'd say 10, 15 years ago. So I'm really incorporated with Arizona now.
Miss Sterling, Are you working on any projects right now?
I am. I work downtown at the Phoenix Film Studio. It's called Social Television Network. We're working on episode 1 and 2 of the Zion Institute. That's really exciting. I'm also working on a short film called Shadow Valley. It's a mix of kind of like The Lone Ranger. It's a Western, but it's with a little bit of a paranormal twist. So hopefully, I mean, Arizona's perfect, Phoenix is perfect, you know, because you got the desert, you got the colors, you know. Looking forward to it, for sure.
You know, Arizonans love those types of flicks. Welcome, and thanks for joining me here. Can you tell me a little bit about Arizona Filmmakers?
Yeah, so Arizona Filmmakers is a new community that we started this year. Do you want me to hold this? Okay. A new community that we started this year. We saw a lot of, it's a tight-knit community out here, and a lot of people don't know each other. We noticed that by introducing one another, and a lot of people were like, oh, I don't know that person. So we thought it would be a great idea to start a community that kind of bridges people together and even helps upcoming filmmakers rub shoulders with those high-producing filmmakers out here.
And that's awesome because, as you know, that's what Desertwood Days does also. We bring entertainers into our studio and interview, and a lot of times these are people we've never heard of before, never seen before, so it's nice to know who's all out there working in this industry. Mr. Stefan.
So Arizona Filmmakers, so I'm one of the head production, so I do a lot of the DP work and the filmmaking work, but it's basically we're just pushing the community right now to try to make sure that it's very competitive out there. A lot of people don't see it as a collaborative effort. They like to butt heads against each other instead of joining together to see bigger opportunities. So with Arizona Filmmakers, we're just pushing that narrative a little bit more to make sure that we could all come together and be ready for those big opportunities that could come our way.
I love that because one thing, we have to see it as a community. And that's what we try to do in our industry, in our business, is see this is a community. I mean, there's always some competition, but it's good competition. But we still work together and we should be supporting each other.
So there's a crab mindset and there's an ant mindset. Right now, I feel like it's more of a crab mindset. Do you know like how fishermen don't have to put a lid over the bucket when they catch crabs because the crabs will pull each other down? Because it's like a selfish mindset. We want to go towards the ant philosophy where we're helping each other out in order to grow. So that's basically our philosophy in Arizona Filmmakers.
You know what? That's what I've been involved with some teams, and I've seen that in some areas where, you know, they may help another production. They know that, say, your production is doing something, you need some help, so they'll be willing to do that. And we need to make sure that that's happening in a lot of ways.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of freelancers don't see it as that. And when you really get into the film industry, you see that you need an army to build films. You need an army. And people are trying to one-man it. I'll edit, I'll produce it, I'll direct it, I'll wear all the hats. Let's not do that. Let's help each other.
I was saying to someone earlier, I said, so all the credits just read Jefferson. One person's name for all the credits. Yeah. Well, I love what you guys are doing. And you guys have an event coming up. Tell us a little bit about your event.
Yeah, so it's basically our launch. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, so the Talk Shop's on April 21st at 435 Collective. It's going to be our first networking event where we're going to have everybody from new people that are just trying to figure out how to get into the industry to people that have been in the industry for 20 plus years. And it's just going to be an event where they could just get some food, drinks, and enjoy, have a good time, and meet new people. The Real Bros, actually, they're here right now. They're actually going to be one of our sponsors on the event, and they're bringing their Cine robot, which is actually the only cinema robot in Arizona right now, and not a lot of people knew that. So they're bringing their robot to do all like the glamour shots that you see on like Hollywood and everything.
Yeah, we're calling it the Fame Bot. If you've seen the red carpet videos where it's high-speed slow motion, so come dressed to impress so you can get those nice.
That's wonderful. I spoke to get one. I'm over here on the red carpet, so guess they got busy with their playing with their bot.
Come to the event and then you'll get one.
So, you know, I'm going to ask this question because being a native of Arizona and being in this industry for so long, you hear people say, I done been to one of those already. What makes your event different?
So I guess one of the things that's going to make this different is that, like, the ice is already broken here. You're going to come in, people are willing. We've spent the last 3 months going to production companies, big ones, and trying to get them on board for this event. We have special guests, which are all the high-producing filmmakers, and they're just willing to meet you guys. So come to this event ready to mingle.